There it is. Okay. Yes. I was just rolling on my back and legs, so rolling on my foam roller. It feels so good. So welcome, welcome. Oh, oh, okay. I thought I lost somebody, but I
Yeah, I
guess
know.
not.
I felt blank for a minute and started spinning, but
Oh, you're going to spin without us, huh? All right. So for today's practice, uh, I just thought this was kind of cool. It's oh my gosh, it's by Frank Lloyd Wright. You know who he is, right? He was an architect and inventor, and artist, and all of that. Amazing homes that he designed. So his quote is, "As we live and as we are, simplicity," and he has a capital S. Simplicity. Oh, I'm sorry. I noticed the capital S, and then on the next line it says with a capital S. So you get a double capital S, I guess. So simplicity with a capital S is difficult to comprehend nowadays. We are no longer truly simple. We no longer live in simple terms or places. Life is more complex, is a more complex struggle now. It is now valiant to be simple, a courageous thing to even want to be simple. It is a spiritual thing to comprehend what simplicity means. So Frank Lloyd Wright, amazing man. Um, so that's what we're going to kind of focus on with simple poses, simple holds, building some strength. And then we're going to do something at the wall that will be fun. And we'll just get started with our simple pleasure of yoga, starting with centering, lifting tall in your spinal column. And we could even take it into noticing the simplicity of our breath. It's in and out, just like the ocean waves, breathing in and out at whatever pace you're feeling. You don't have to change anything. We're just observing where we're at to start with simple breathing. Now, just for a little contrast, we have simple breath, just breathing in and out at whatever pace the body is acting out. So let's work with a little Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So just take your right hand. You're going to use your thumb and bring in your index finger and your second finger, and the ring finger and pinky finger are out. And you just cup your hand, bring your right thumb to your right nostril, breathe in through the left nostril. I'm going to recommend a count of 4 just to pace yourself. So inhale the left, 4 counts. And close the left with your ring finger, pinky finger, and exhale through the right nostril to a count of 8. And then again, inhale to a count of 4. Switch. Exhale to a count of 8. And then I'm going to recommend continuing with 5 rounds of Nadi Shodhana. It's 5 more rounds in addition to the one you just did. So inhale through the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left to a count of 8. And moving on. And then as you've released your Nadi Shodhana, go back to just breathing a natural breath and just compare, just notice, and ask yourself, which is more relaxing for you? In the years through yoga practice, I've talked to people who feel just not thinking about anything, not doing anything is more relaxing. And other people need something to focus on, like a mantra or Nadi Shodhana and counting the breath and regulating the length. So just notice how it is for you. And as you're considering that, just take your head side to side. And then take both hands and place your fingertips on the sides of the back of your neck and just give yourself a little massage up to the occiput and down where that indentation is at the base of your skull. Just give a nice rub, whatever feels good for you. and then bring it down the sides of your neck. Come down to your scalenes and muscles towards your shoulders and back. Switch sides. Now, one thing I like to do, and this is not anything formal, it's just to feel good and to have a good stretch. But take your right hand on the palm under your chin, and then your left hand on top of your head, and just take your head to the right, and then use your hands to stretch your neck to the side rather than using your neck muscles. Be mindful, be cautious so you don't hurt yourself, but just give yourself a little extra stretch with your hands. Now slowly and gently release your hands. Bring your head to center. Just kind of loosen up in your neck a little bit, kind of bobblehead. And then bring your left palm under your chin and your right hand somewhere on the top or the back of your head. And once again, lift up out of your spine. Take in your breath and exhale. And then use your hands to pull you gently into a stretch. Increase the stretch. And then release your hands and slowly unwind. And just take your chin down to your chest and take your head side to side in a pendulum swing. Sometimes we're working on the computer or focusing a lot. We've had a lot to think about these last 2 days with world events and national events. So just let your neck loosen up. Now, the next time you go to the right, just let your head go all the way around, but gently circle. Remember to keep your breath flowing. And now reverse your circles. And then take your head to the back. Lift up in the front of your body. Lengthen up through your neck. Just elongate your neck and let your head relax back. Now, just like a fish, lift your chin, just kind of pulsate it up to the ceiling. And then come back to center, and one last stretch for the neck. I believe it's called protraction, but you want your chin parallel to the floor and press the occiput straight towards the wall behind you. So your chin will come in, but you're not turning your head down. So your neck stays straight. This is a great stretch for those muscles that get tight sometimes in the front sides of the neck. And especially if you've had a whiplash accident, those get very tight sometimes. Now slowly release the stretch, the protraction, and then take in a breath. And once more, press back. All right, good. And then we'll just circle around in our shoulders and loosen them up, let go of burdens and challenges. Reverse your circles. And let's sway. Swaying is so simple. So let's bring the simplicity of a snake sway in, just rolling side to side through the spinal column, releasing any tension that might be held there. All right, now taking your arms around to the side, kind of like a seated swing twist. All right, and then bring your palms onto the mat in front of you, slide forward. And then bring your hands back up, lift up, and switch your feet. Just a couple of sways with your feet in this position, with your legs crossed the other way. Easy pose. And a couple of twists. We'll come into a deeper twist later. We're just using this for warm up. And then slide your arms forward into a stretch. Now, a nice stretch for the shoulders is to reach your arms forward, bring your palms together and bend your elbows. And then just kind of press down on your elbows, and it's a simple stretch. And then release your arms down, bring your palms onto the floor, lean back a little bit and slide right up onto your knees. And sometimes we get ambitious with our yoga practice and we forget about something like the simple cat pose. So we'll just work with our cat. I'll turn sideways just for demonstration purposes. So knees are hip width apart, fingers are spread nice and wide. Nice long spine, neutral spine to start. Breathe in a deep breath. Exhale, navel to spine, and curl your hips under and roll through your spine. Exhaling. And then tilt your hips up. Roll through each little piece of your spine. See if you can feel each vertebra that moves as you roll through. Lift your chin. This is your inhale. And then exhale into rounded cat. Inhale, arching cat. See if you can make the movement fluid and free. And once more in each direction in your cat. And come back to neutral spine. Take in a breath. And just make a C shape with your torso, coming around right ear to right hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Nose pointing towards the floor for this one. And again, inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. Exhale to the left. And then come back to center. Take in a deep breath. And inhale. I'm sorry. Exhale your right knee towards your nose. Just curl in using your core muscles. And hold. And stretch your leg out. Flex your foot and push your heel away. And circle around in your ankle. In both directions. And take in a breath. Bring your right knee in. Exhale, knee to nose. And see if this is easier this time. And take your leg out. Flex your foot. Push your heel away. Now just lift your right leg up a little higher. Bring it up. Take in a breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring it in. And release your right knee down. We'll switch to the other leg. If you need to loosen up in your wrists, your fingers, your elbows, just listen to the urges your body gives you messages. And start with your deep breath. Exhale the left knee in towards your nose. And then stretch your leg out behind you. Flex your foot. Press your heel away. And then circle around in your ankle. Both directions. Take in a breath. Exhale the knee in towards your nose. Curl. See, your cat pose would help with this. And stretch your left leg back out. Flex the foot. And this time lift your leg a little higher. Reach it up. Take in your breath. Exhale. Bring your knee in towards your nose. Last time. And then stretch both feet out, come into a plank pose. Stretch your calf muscles a little bit more. You can bend one knee and then the other if you like. And then focus on your heels. Take in a breath. And draw your heels down to the mat, lifting your hips into your downward facing dog. Oh, excuse me. Just take your right leg up to the ceiling in three-legged dog. Reach it up. Now bend your knee. Bring your knee down and bring your foot in between your palms into your sun pose. Stretch it out. Lift your chin. Appreciating the sun. We got to see it today in our Cleveland, Ohio. All right, press down on your palms, slide that foot back into plank. Take in a breath. Exhale your heels down into your down dog. And lift your left leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. And then bend your knee and bring your leg through, foot in between your palms in sun pose. If your foot doesn't come all the way, just grab your ankle and pull it forward. Just keeping it simple, right? And for this one, we'll pull back and we'll step in the right leg for ragdoll, or if you're ready for head to knee stretch, you can pull in closer. Breathe and relax. All right. Now just bring your hands up to your hips, your waist, lower your hips, and slide your right leg back and lift your torso up into warrior one legs. Bring the back heel off the floor. Now take your thumbs and press into your muscles around your spine, right about waist level, but your hands are on your hips, then your thumbs are right in the right spot, but bring them closer to your spinal column. Lift up in the front of your body and just give another little massage, pressing on those muscles. They can get very tight sometimes. And while you're massaging those, let your hips relax deeper into your pose. Okay. And then we're just going to pull back, inhale. Step the right leg in, breathe, arms up overhead. And the swan dive forward, back into ragdoll or head to knee pose.
And now once again, bring your hands onto your hips, right about waist level. Bend your knees and just push up and push your left leg back for warrior one legs. And then reach your thumbs around behind you and just palpate. Find any area that feels tight or sore. Give it a massage. Keep lifting the front of your body. Press through your back heel and relax in your hips into your pose. And then pull back, inhale, step it in, and standing twist. Just separate your feet the width of your mat and swing, lifting the outside heel. And back to center. So earlier I mentioned, maybe before we turn the recording on, that we would want to have a space at the wall that is open, and you would bring your mat to the wall. Okay. So we have done this before in class, but it's been a while. So we're just going to bend our knees, walk our hands forward. Bring your right foot onto the wall, a little above your hips. Press your palms out onto the mat and then step your feet up and bring your shoulders in like a downward facing dog. And notice the difference between this and regular downward facing dog. And then step your feet back down. Walk your hands in towards your feet, head to knee, and just swing it around a little bit, side to side. Okay. Bend your knees, arms out to the side. Push your way up slowly. Arms overhead. And palms into prayer hands. Beautiful. Now, if you want to bring your mat back to where you were, you're welcome to do that. It's just a fun little exercise using the wall. There we go. All right, so. And it does give you some strengthening for shoulders and arms. I don't know if you could feel that in your wrists or shoulders, but it's, if you need to loosen up a little bit, you can do that. You can even swing your arms. It opens the chest and lubricates the shoulders. And it crosses the center line of the body. Maybe a couple circles each direction. Okay, so from here, standing with both feet, maybe hip width apart. Bring your feet closer together and cross your left foot over. Separate your feet a little further. You can bend your knees and lower down, bending your knees. Reach for the floor. Let your knees down. Let the tops of your feet come onto the floor. Separate your heels and come down sitting in between your heels into hero pose. You want both sitting bones, both ischial tuberosities on the floor. Okay, and then palms on the soles of your feet. And just a simple hero pose, feeling a gentle stretch on your hips. Now we're going to add to this. It's still simple, but we'll lengthen up through the spine with a deep breath. And hinge forward in the hips. Exhale, relaxing down. If your chin will come onto your knee, that's fine. When I was at Kripalu, I don't know if he was joking or not, but one teacher at our 6 a.m. yoga class said, "Oh, you can put your chin on the lower knee if you want." It's like, not this morning. Breathe and relax your hips. Now press down on your legs. Lift your crown. Bring your right hand onto your left knee and your left hand around back. We'll come into a nice twist in hero's pose. So reach up through your crown. Breathe and use your arms to draw you into a luscious, long twist. Long as elongated spine. Shoulders down. And then slowly unwind. Now, you can either lean back and switch your legs, or you can come onto your knees and switch your legs that way. That's the way I like to do it. So you just bring the back leg around to the front, separate your feet. You're stacking your thighs, both sitting bones on the floor. Get comfortable. Palms on the soles of your feet. Good posture. Lift. Breathe. And when you feel ready, take in your breath and lift in your crown. Exhale, hinge forward, bending in your hips, over your legs. And relax as you breathe some full breaths. And press down on your legs. Lift the crown of your head. Bring your left hand onto your right knee and right hand around to the back. Again, reach up tall, breathe, and exhale. Coming into your twist, look over your shoulder as best as you can. Use your arms to bring you into your twist. Nice deep breaths. Let your ribs expand. And then slowly unwind. This time we will lean back and stretch out our legs. Just shake them out. If you like, you can roll side to side. Sometimes that just kind of moves the energy out, any stuck energy out after your hero and twist. So then come down onto your back for Shavasana. Simple and easy. Letting go now. And however it is best for you, whether you just let your mind empty out and not focus on anything, that's fine if that is your favorite way to relax. Or if you need a mantra, you can use a word like Shanti or Om Mani Padme Hum. Or you can use a visualization like a beautiful sacred space. However that works for you. Relax more and more. Now, just very gently and slowly bring your knees up to your chest and wrap your arms around them. And then come over onto one side. You'll just be in fetal position. And you can use your lower arm for a pillow if you wish, but just relax on your side for a few breaths. Lingering in connectedness with your inner self, your emotions, the divine within you, and the simple parts of the self. And then just roll onto your palms and press up into sitting in easy pose or half lotus, whatever you wish. I'm going to recommend a simple mudra, just thumb and index finger together, open the rest of the hand. And then bringing palms into prayer hands. We are beings of creativity. We are capable of complexity, but sometimes it's just nice to let go of that and allow for simplicity with a capital S. So may you have simple sleep, awesome dreams. Namaste, everybody.